Dude, so happy for you. Pull up. So, put that away.
I will.
We're having some celebratory beers.
Ooh, it's warm.
Well, it's room temperature. So, this company, Kyle Kirkwood, winner of the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach, Tarantula Hill Brewing Company. I bought this because as an old hip-hop head, they have totally stolen A Tribe Called Quest's complete style and branding. So you're young enough to where you might not know A Tribe Called Quest.
I do.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
So they've stolen it, but I saw this and I said, this looks like hip-hop beer.
We are in Long Beach. We doing it?
Congratulations, my brother.
Thank you so much. Pretty
That's
good.
Not bad, right?
It's pretty good.
You know what that is, Kyle?
Brown ale.
The taste of victory. So,
Thank you so much.
hey, everything we're doing this weekend, by the way, brought to us by Pennzoil. Been doing really innovative things, pioneering things with oil for 110 years.
Incredible.
So, speaking of years, you just won your, 20th ever IndyCar race? Your third ever for Andretti Autosport. You led 53 out of 85 laps. You showed wicked maturity during the race, right? Getting held up when Pato decided he was going to pass everybody. The whole bunch of folks who kind of got Patoed, unfortunately. We love our guy, of course. We'll give him a hard time here. But Joseph Newgarden gets by. We know that guy is devastating. If Newgarden gets past you, especially here, game over. No. This guy said, not so much. Tell folks about your day, and I think you just showed us exactly what we expected when you came out of Indy Lights. This kid's going to tell us he's going to be here for years.
Yeah. I mean, our day was pretty fluid up until that moment that you spoke about with Joseph Newgarden. We had a great start, kept everyone behind us, kept taking care of my tires, saving fuel, doing everything right, and we were able to make a gap if we needed it. If we had plenty of pace, and come that middle stint, we had a fine restart. But obviously, when there's a few drivers in front of you, it's not the easiest thing. Especially when you're essentially leading the race. So that was a little bit nerve-wracking. And then all of a sudden, they started racing really hard. And I'm like, oh boy, this could not end well for me. And they nearly spin right in front of me.
Say hi to Matty Brabham, by the way. Look at that guy.
Your interview there?
Yeah, of course.
Congrats, man.
How'd you do?
I was the winner.
You won?
Yeah. Matty Brabham. Congrats to you, too.
Congrats. Thank you. Not too bad. Yeah.
You just asked the one question I had. It was pretty easy. You can go ahead and say it, Kyle.
When you're a driver, you kind of look and you're like, oh, he's taking it easy.
Car's good.
Yeah.
Car's really good.
So I guess Bobby's not here.
Matty Brabham doing a better job of interviewing you than I am.
No,
How
come on.
awesome is that? So you did something that I mentioned to. Oh no, you can kiss my.
I'm just learning from the best.
Think about what you had to do in the middle of the race, right? Where again, you led the first stint, Joseph gets in front of you. It's really hard to get back in front of Newgarden, as I mentioned. That was an opportunity for you to show your youth and inexperience, maybe get rattled, maybe push too hard, burn your tires off. You did none of those things. He wasn't able to get the life he wanted out of his alternates. You push for an extra lap, build a freaking monster gap, come out in the lead, never touched again. Talk about that middle stint, because you showed us a lot.
That middle stint was crucial. It was really crucial. After we had that small incident and Pato I think he actually did hit me. I drove into the back of one car. Big mess happens, right? I nearly get hit, lose some ground. We knew we were going to be quicker than Newgarden, so I ran him down instantly. But it's so hard to pass here, and they were quick, but we had quite a bit of pace on them, and I couldn't get around him. And he took care of his tires very, very well. I congratulate him because he did a fantastic job for the situation that he was in, having to run that long on those green tires, where we knew that they were going to fall off pretty hard. We knew that, and he took care of them for a while, and he was sneaky. I mean, I would try and like lay back and give him some room and act like we're just saving fuel. Then I would all of a sudden try and use a bunch of push passes, and he was right on it. He knew when to push and when not to push, where to push, where not to push. The obvious places around this place, I think, but he did it perfectly, and I couldn't get around him. But ultimately, we were faster. So as soon as he pit, chugged along, probably got a second or two on him. But they might have had a slower stop as well because I never saw him after that. So it worked out perfectly in our favor. He had saved a ton of fuel. Me and Roman had the same. Then we stopped at the same time. Actually, no, he stopped a lap earlier than us, I believe. And we just trucked away. Once we got into that third stand, I was just fingers crossed that the caution was going to come. Because I was like, we got this one in the bag as long as we do everything right. And then the team kind of scared me at the end. They scared me big time. They asked for a massive fuel number, about 3 laps to go. So I'm trying to do it. I think they had a little bit of a misconfusion for about half a lap. It really scared me though, and it put me in a position that Roman might have been able to pounce on us.
He just said misconfusion, which I swear is an AJ Foyt word. You got that?
Is it?
Yeah, misconfusion.
I didn't even know it said that.
You just made it up.
Misunderstanding, misconfusion.
No,
we're
going. Yeah, that's
Stick with
amazing.
Misunderstanding on the timing stand, but it scared me, and I was like, if I have to run this fuel number, I might get passed by Roman. So it was a little bit scary, but they're like, oh no, we made a mistake. Keep pushing, you're good to go. And we were fine. We won the race, obviously. So it was a good moment, but that middle stint was crucial for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Last quick thing or two. This race, and I'm sounding like Stefan from Saturday Night Live, had everything. You had to put everything you have ever learned into this victory, right? You also did one other thing, and hopefully this gets quieter. One win wouldn't necessarily make it go away, but what has everybody been saying about Kirkwood? Man, this guy is fast. Can he stay off the wall? Can he not make that little mistake? And again, brother, you've got 1 year and 3 races of experience, so we're not being hard on you, but everyone has been saying clearly this kid's got pace, but can he put it together? Tell me about that aspect. Brother, you aced the test.
Yeah, I mean,
do you get prizes?
Sorry.
In that race?
I don't know. I don't focus on that.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
$3,000.
No. Hopefully not.
Well, we got some upcoming races to Nashville and Stadium Super Trucks, and then it sounds like we're also going to do.
He's so good.
He's sorry he interrupted
He's
us.
totally Robbie Gordon style, though, hijacking press
But
conferences.
he interrupted us on a very important question.
But
to
you put
answer,
all this together. You aced the test, put everything together. How does it feel?
you know, it feels good. It feels good because there's definitely been some negativity that has come my way from a lot of people. And I know that's not me.
Yeah.
I'm very aware. I went through a very long period of my career where I didn't crash at all. And a lot of it was because I had to pay for crash damage. And I'm like, if I crash this car, I'm not racing anymore. That's the end of my career. And then it came in IndyCar, man. We had some tough ones. We had some tough ones with AK4 Racing. And this year we had some tough ones. And everything except for the qualifying at St. Pete were out of our control. And people are still saying, oh, he's not finishing races. I'm like, well, these ones you can't really say because we can't do anything about this. But it's nice to get this today. It's nice for that side of things. Of course, there's a bigger picture with me fulfilling what I want to do and fulfilling what the team wants to do and stuff. But there is that little side thing. It's like, kind of like, okay, you can shut up now. Kind of maybe quiet down a little bit.
Normally we'd shut off the interview here, but this is an really important moment in your career, so I want to keep going a little bit farther. I know somewhere Dan Anderson, Michelle Kish, Tammy Valkowski,
Jeremy Shaw,
Chris Pantani, Rob Howden, all the folks centrally involved.
They were all texting me yesterday
in the USF Championships presented by Cooper Tire, Indy, what we call NXT now as well, by Firestone. Son, you are the living embodiment of the best that the American open wheel ladder represents. Tell me about that. There are a lot of folks going, that's my guy. I knew he was going to do this.
That part is cool. You know, there's been a lot of people that have been in my career, not only just this year. Obviously, Andretti Autosport's my family, and they work so hard, and I love what they're doing for me. But that can't take away from what everyone's done from the time I was 5 years old in go-karts, you know. People that have worked with me, my mechanics in karting, whether it's people from Road to Indy, Cape Motorsports, RP Motorsports, Andretti Autosport, and Indy Lights, Able Motorsports,
Yes.
3. There's been so many people that have helped me along the way and helped me build what I am today.
Yeah.
So it's been really important. Some of the people that you've named, there's plenty more of them that are, I'm sure, rooting for me and loving what they see.
Why don't we close on this? So somewhere, I feel confident saying there's a big old sweaty guy we know named Chris Wheeler crying his eyes out. My co-host of the Racing Family Show. You're like the official third member of the show. We have our friend Tracy, who does the great art. I forget one of the episodes. We nicknamed you Kirkwood. I think that was up a typo. And then Emo Kirk. She just sent me a new Emo Kirk image we're going to throw up here so folks can see that.
Nice, there we go.
Tell me about a guy like Wheeler, though, who you know is just a big puddle for this achievement as well.
I mean, he was around me when I was in karting, you know, so it's a big thing for him, I think. And I bought him. Actually, last year I bought him a bottle of Blanton's, right? Because he was a collector of Blanton's, and I got it at a charity auction. I gave it to him, and he's like, "We're gonna open this when we get your first win." And I know when I get to Indianapolis here in a couple of days, we're gonna open it for sure.
We're gonna have to dry him out so fast within the open test. Grab that beer.
Cheers.
Kyle Kirkwood. This is
Thank
the
you.
first of many, y'all.